Hello, welcome back to Securing Cyberspace. Today again with Bastian Hofmann from SUSE. Last time we talked about the challenges in securing Kubernetes clusters, and today Bastian will introduce some tools who help to solve these security challenges. Please start.
Now, let's talk about which tools you can use to actually secure your Kubernetes environments and tools that can help you to actually ensure security and resilience against vulnerabilities. First, what can help is a Kubernetes management platform. These are tools like OpenShift, Rancher, Tanzu, Kubernetes distributions, or managed Kubernetes services like AKS, EKS, GKE that take a lot of the complexity of running Kubernetes, updating Kubernetes, and also configuring Kubernetes in a way that it's secure by default away from you. So instead of doing everything on your own and installing Kubernetes on your own, look at these management platforms and management solutions. They can also help you with configuring things like role-based access control, security policies, both for networking and for what the applications actually are allowed to do in the cluster consistently and correctly. The next set of tools are admission control tools and systems. These are tools like KubeWarden, Kyverno, or the Open Policy Agent Gatekeeper. The Kubernetes API has an admission control hook inside, which means you can configure the Kubernetes API before it actually stores a new container, a new pod, a new deployment, a new ingress routing rule inside of your cluster to first ask a small service and send them the manifest that the user wants to store, and the service then can say, yes, I want to allow this, or maybe no, I want to forbid it because there's some problem with it. And KubeWarden, Kyverno, OPA Gatekeeper, these tools help you write policies, write admission control hooks, so that you can freely decide, hey, I want to, for example, restrict the registries that are used for the container images in my cluster, or you want to restrict the host names that you're using in your ingress rules. The possibilities are endless there. The next set of tools is everything that has to do with supply chain security. This is like something that has been in the news recently in the last months quite a lot because of several supply chain security attacks. And it's important to secure also your supply chains because that's where you're actually building your containers and you're building your software. There are dependency scanning tools like SNCC that tell you from your package manager, hey, there are libraries you're using that have vulnerabilities, you should update them. Image scanning tools that you can directly integrate into your CI/CD pipeline. Things like, for example, Trivy, or things that are directly integrated into GitHub Actions or GitLab CI or Azure DevOps, all the tools you're using. Also, a lot of registries like Artifactory or Harbor already have image scanning inside so that they also can alert you and tell you, hey, there is a vulnerability that is in your image that is currently resting in the registry. When you get notifications about security vulnerabilities in your images during your supply chain, it is also a good idea to then automate or half automate updating all your dependencies. That can be container-based images or updating also the dependencies you have in your package managers. Tools like Dependabot can help that so that you automatically can get pull requests every time a new patch comes out, a new version comes out from one dependency, and you only have to run your tests and review them. And last, and probably most important, you also should think about runtime security. What happens if your application is already running somewhere and then there is a CVE coming out and you can't directly patch it, or maybe the patch is not even there yet, but you also can't take your application offline? How can you then protect your environment and still be secure and be sure that an attacker can't do something bad? And these are tools like Aqua Security, StackRox, Twistlock, or also NuVector and OpenZero Trust.
And you have introduced some of the tools who helps securing the Kubernetes clusters, but it's just maybe there is no tool like this, but is there a tool who is challenging the most or solving the most challenges we are talking about last time? Is there something?
There's not one tool, so it's always going to be a mix because different tools have different focus. But in the next part, I will introduce you to a set of tools a bit deeper, and especially to New Vector, which covers a lot of these things, and especially the runtime security part.
So it's very important for all the security engineers or security experts to know the tools and also to learn about which tool is for which problem and how to involve them in the cluster management. Okay.
Definitely, yeah.
Thank you. So yeah, next time, Neuvector.